They say every old building has a story, but Erie Hall's story begins long after it should have ended, when the last light went out and the walls began to whisper, when laughter from long-gone students echoed in the night, long after everyone had moved away, and what was left behind was not silence, but something darker, something that listened back, something that wanted to be heard. Erie Hall was built in 1958, a small student dorm at the edge of an old campus surrounded by forest, where fog rolled in every morning like a shroud, covering the cracked stone paths and the fading red bricks, and students used to joke that even the fog refused to leave once it entered the hall. At first, it was just a place for studying, sleeping, and gossiping, nothing strange except for the flickering hallway lights that maintenance never seemed to fix. But over time, the stories began. Rumors of footsteps when everyone was asleep, doors slamming at 3 a.m., whispers through the vents calling names that no one had spoken in years. Some said it was just nerves, the stress of exams, or the cold pipes expanding at night. But then came the voices, recorded by accident, caught on old cassette tapes left running while students studied, soft voices beneath the static saying, "I never left," or "Help me find my room." One night in 1973, a student named Clara moved into room 217, the smallest room on the third floor, the one closest to the old attic door that had been nailed shut decades ago. And from the first night, she said she felt a presence watching her sleep, not cruel at first, just sad, as if someone was waiting to be remembered. Her diary, found years later behind a broken drawer, told of a girl in white she saw standing at the foot of her bed, hair covering her face, whispering the same words every night. "You took my place." When Clara disappeared that winter, her friends thought she'd gone home, but her suitcase was still there, her coat still hanging by the door, and the police found only one clue, a small patch of frost on her pillow, shaped like a handprint. After that, Erie Hall was closed for maintenance, though everyone knew it was for fear, not repairs. Students from other dorms dared each other to sneak in, to record what they heard, and those who did returned pale, shaking, saying the building wasn't empty, it was waiting. In 1982, a group of paranormal researchers came, carrying tape recorders and thermal cameras, laughing at the stories until night fell, and their laughter turned to silence. One of them, a man named Robert Lane, recorded a chilling EVP session, his voice calm at first, asking, "Is anyone here with us?" Then a pause, followed by a faint reply, a woman's voice whispering, "Always." Minutes later, his camera caught something impossible, a reflection of a girl behind him, though no one was there, her mouth open as if screaming, her eyes hollow and endless. The team left before dawn, refusing to speak publicly, but one leaked recording spread across campus like wildfire, a voice so full of sorrow it made listeners cry without knowing why. Decades passed, and Erie Hall was finally reopened after renovation in 2004, its walls repainted, its floors polished, but some things can't be erased with paint. The new students laughed at the stories, until one by one they began to feel it too. The cold spots that moved down hallways like invisible footsteps, the sound of humming behind locked doors, the bathroom mirrors fogging up with words written backward. "I'm still here." A girl named Hannah, studying journalism, decided to document it all for her final project, recording interviews with residents who claimed to hear things, see things, feel things. One boy told her that every night at 2:17 a.m., the doorknob of room 217 rattled violently, as if someone inside was begging to get out. Another girl said she woke up to find her phone playing a voice memo she never recorded, soft breathing, followed by the same whisper, "You took my place." Hannah, curious and fearless, moved into the room herself, setting up cameras, audio recorders, and a notebook beside her bed, writing each night what she heard, what she dreamed, what she feared. For a week, nothing happened. Then, on the seventh night, her footage caught something no one could explain. The attic door creaking open by itself, the temperature dropping to near freezing, her blanket rising slightly, as if someone invisible was lying beside her. She whispered, "Who are you?" And the answer came, faint but clear, "Clara." The next morning, Hannah was gone. Her laptop remained open, recording still running, showing hours of darkness broken only by faint whispers, cries, and then a woman's voice softly repeating, "You took my place." Authorities searched the entire building but found no trace of her. Only her notebook remained, the last page scribbled with shaking hands, reading, "She wants to be remembered." After that, Erie Hall was sealed again, this time permanently. But even now, locals say if you stand outside its iron gates at night, you can hear laughter from the upper floors, like students sharing secrets long after curfew. And sometimes, if the wind is right, you'll hear a girl's voice from the darkness whisper your name, asking if you remember her. Urban explorers who sneak and claim the third-floor hallway feels different, air thicker, lights dimmer. And if you listen closely near room 217, you can still hear the faint scratching sound of nails on wood coming from inside. One explorer, filming in 2019, captured eerie audio of knocking patterns that matched human heartbeats, followed by his name whispered from an empty room. He never released the full footage, saying it cursed his hard drive, every file turning into static. A few seconds from that video, however, did surface online, a girl's faint voice saying, "Why did you forget me?" It went viral overnight, viewed millions of times, sparking a wave of visitors who wanted proof of ghosts, but many left terrified, saying their phones glitched and displayed faces in the shadows that weren't there before. Experts tried to explain it: mass hysteria, electromagnetic fields, sound illusions. But even skeptics who entered Erie Hall admitted something felt wrong inside, a pressure in the air, a presence that made them whisper without knowing why. The local church even sent a priest once, who lasted only 10 minutes before running out, pale and trembling, saying, "It doesn't want to be freed." No one ever asked him what it was. Today, Erie Hall stands abandoned, windows shattered, paint peeling, vines creeping up its sides like green veins over a dead heart. And yet, sometimes, at night, lights flicker inside even though the building has no power. Security guards avoid looking directly at it, and when asked, they say they hear singing, soft, beautiful, but wrong, as if coming from somewhere deep underground. Some believe Erie Hall isn't haunted by one spirit, but by many, all bound together by whatever happened that winter night in 1973, when Clara vanished without a trace. The truth is lost to time, buried under layers of rumor and fear, but the voices remain, whispering through decades, calling to anyone who dares listen, reminding the world that some places never forget. Erie Hall breathes, it remembers, it waits, and if you ever hear your name carried softly through the wind near its gates, don't turn around, don't answer back, and never, ever step inside, because once you do, it might finally find someone new to take her place.